Good wishes, dear students. In today's class also we will work out few more practical questions based on the boiling and melting points of alcohol. As you have seen it, this question is also follow up of a question from page number 142, question number 6. There are 3 questions given. First one we worked out in the previous class. The second and a third one I will work out in this class for you all. The given question is propan 1-ol, propan 1,2,3 triol, propan 1,3 diol, propan 2-ol. All you have to do is first give the structure for it here. Propan, when you hear, it stands for a 3 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. 1-ol stands for first carbon has got an hydroxyl group. Either you can move from this direction or from that direction, provided first carbon has got an hydroxyl group. Over. Come back to the second one. Propan 1,2,3 triol, meaning 3 carbons, all the 3 has got an hydroxyl group. Hence we write 1,2,3, tri stands for 3 alcohol group. Moving on to the next structure, propan 1,3 diol. Propan stands for 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3. 1,3, when you say first carbon has got an alcohol group, second carbon has got an alcohol group. Then comes the fourth structure, propan 2-ol. Here again 3 carbon, second carbon has got an alcohol group. Thus the structure is given. Now in between, among this, you have to calculate which compound amino molecule has got a lower boiling point and which one has got a higher boiling point. Now consider in terms of primary, secondary and tertiary. How many alkyl groups are here? CH3, CH2, CH2 makes up to one alkyl group. Hence it's called as a primary alcohol. If you come and look at the last one, CH3 is an alkyl group. This CH3 is one alkyl group. So 2 alkyl groups are there. Hence we call them as a secondary alcohol. So 1 and 4th one, you understand the concept involved in it. Moving to the second and a third one. If you look at it, 3 hydroxyl groups are there. Here 2 hydroxyl groups are there. If you remember, in terms of this one, I told you, alcohol, when it combines with another molecule, between oxygen and hydrogen, a bond being formed. This is termed as hydrogen bonding. So it's a strong bonding because the bond is formed between highly electronegative atom and a positive amino. Partially electronegative atom and a partially electropositive. So this bond is stronger. I also told you one point, greater the number of hydrogen bonding. In this case, only one hydrogen bonding. Please do not consider the bonding between O1H and O1H here. I will tell you the concept in the next class here. So only remember, between 2 different molecules, when the bonding is formed, it's called as an intramolecular bonding. So greater than, in this case, only one hydrogen bonding. Greater the number of hydrogen bonding, greater will be the boiling point. And that's the concept you have to substitute here. If 3 OH group, one more molecule of water you can attach here, the bonding can be extended. One more molecule of water can be extended here, added here. One more molecule of water. So 3 hydrogen bonding will be formed. I'll explain to you detail in the next class there. If you look at it in this case, 2 hydrogen bonding. Here only one hydrogen bonding. Here also only one hydrogen bonding. But between these two we have a two hydrogen bonding and a 3 hydrogen bonding. So which one will give the greatest boiling point? Greater the number of hydrogen bonding, greater will be the boiling point. So now let's finish with the primary. Since they have got a 1-1 type of hydrogen bonding between primary and a secondary. If you remember, primary has got a better boiling point, then comes the secondary. So I'm writing secondary number here. This number I'm representing 4 to be the least in boiling point. Then comes the first one, which is applicable to primary alcohol. Between secondary and primary, this has got a higher boiling point than the secondary one. These two are over. Come back in terms of second and third one. Here what criteria we will give? Based on the number of hydrogen bonding they are forming here. Here only 2 hydrogen bonding, here 3 hydrogen bonding. So the third one comes the second. And the last one, the highest boiling point will be for the second one. I hope the children are, you are able to understand the concept here. These two are explained in terms of tertiary, secondary and a primary alcohol. These 2 points are explained based on the number of hydrogen bonding they form here. Greater the number of hydrogen bonding, greater will be the boiling point. Moving on to one more question. Compare to 2-methyl 2-propanol and 1-butanol, which possesses high boiling point. Now 2-methyl 2-propanol, you have already seen the structure. How do we write? Propan stands for 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl and 2-propanol, when you say second carbon has got a methyl substitution, second carbon has got an hydroxyl substitution. Hence the structure here. If you look at an alkyl group, CH3 is one alkyl group, CH3 is another alkyl group, CH3 is another alkyl group. 3 alkyl groups, hence we call it as a tertiary alcohol. Come back to the structure of 1-butanol. Whether they give you 1-butanol or butan-1-ol, one and the same, first carbon has got an hydroxyl group. Butan stands for 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So how many alkyl groups we've got here? The whole thing comes up to only one alkyl group. Hence primary alcohol. What's the concept we have learned? Tertiary will have the least boiling point. Primary will have the greatest boiling point. Hence, this will have a lower boiling point. This one will possess the high boiling point. So, in terms of primary and tertiary, you have explained. If you look at in terms of the branching, inversely proportional to branching, when you say if the branching is found, boiling point will be less. There is no branching, hence it has got a high boiling point. Branching is found, hence it has got a lower boiling point. The same question, you see how many types of explanation is possible. Boiling point is directly proportional to number of carbon atom. Here you have only 3 carbon atom on the main chain. Here you got a 4 carbon atom. So these are different reasons because they have given it to you all. Sometimes they'll ask you give a reason. So reasons can be explained based on the branching, based on the number of hydrogen bonding, based on the number of carbon atoms. I hope the concept of physical properties of melting and boiling point is clear to you all. Thank you.